Now we get to this moment, and boy, I'm going to have a field day with this. Trust me. This is Mega Man NG. Welcome, one and all, to my Power Rangers Dino Fury Season 2 episode review. This week we're talking about episode 15, Morphin Master. Yeah, this is also the conclusion to the 4-episode story arc. So let's get underway with my synopsis and my thoughts. And there's a lot to say on it, believe me. Let's begin. Continuing from the last episode, the Green Morphin Master shows up and helps Zayto. But seeing that Lord Zedd is still on Rafcon, she offers a powerful weapon to the Rangers, but with a big risk. It gets worse when Morphin Master Blue shows up ready to inflict judgment upon Green. The Rangers try to reason with him, but to no avail. The threat is still out there, and now the Rangers must stop Lord Zedd before it's too late. Can the Power Rangers stop the Emperor of Evil before Earth suffers the same fate as planet Rafcon? As I've mentioned already in the beginning, another new episode means a new review. I have an obligation. Like the previous part, this is part of a big 4-episode story arc. In this case, it's the conclusion. And it's a big one. For good and for a bit bad. Surprisingly, this episode started with a recap. And I wish more Power Rangers seasons did that. Because it's rare to start a Power Rangers episode with a recap. So for anyone that missed out, there you go. Gives you a nice quick recap. Because I kind of miss these. The main plot has the Green Morphin Master showing up, helping Zayto and providing the Rangers with a means to stop Lord Zedd. But the Blue Master is ready to imprison Green for breaking a code. But it takes the Rangers to convince him to change his mind. Not to mention, the Rangers finally take the fight to Lord Zedd, knowing that it may lead to tragedy. Yeah, this episode is all action, all throughout. We finally get to see the Morphin Masters in this episode. And for some reason, some of them seem to be a bit stuck up. Zayto knows that the Morphin Masters were responsible for creating many Ranger teams. But they all went into hiding sometime after the Sporix War. Basically, evil forces were growing and going after the Masters. And many Masters died. So they all made a vow, the remaining Masters, to basically isolate themselves from reality to not get involved in the affairs of mortals. This pretty much leads to the crux of the episode. Master Green broke the code that they made, so Master Blue is here to crystallize Green for breaking it. But Zayto tries to convince Master Blue that Green was responsible for a lot of things that have occurred. Yes, we not only got part of a clip show, but we got a major revelation. And it's a big one. So much so that it ended up becoming a meme on Twitter. Basically, the Green Morphin Master had broken the code. Not just once, but many times. And we actually get to see clips from previous Ranger seasons and how the Green Morphin Master was involved. First was Beast Morpher, starting with the crossover event that brought Jason along. And yes, I'm not going to go into details in regards to Grid Connection. If you want more info on that, check out my Beast Morphers review where I expressed my unbridled hate for it. I disliked it, and I already stated my reasons. Not to mention the final episode, where Steel died trying to stop Evox/Venjix, but then it's revealed that the Green Morphin Master not only revived him, but brought him back as a human. This also kind of led to a little bit of a fanboy moment, as well as a bit of a continuity nod, because the final episode did show Steel working in a TV show. Yeah, turns out Steel was in fact one of the actors. Yeah, the actors in Steel Fugitive, I believe. It's just nuts. Yeah, because Steel was the star of Gun Fugitive, Steel Silver, and that made her a bit fangirly. So I find that to be a nice little nod. That was pretty impressive. Not to mention, they mentioned the legendary battle, and how Master Green was responsible for bringing various Ranger teams into this one moment. And I've said it once, and I will most likely say this a million times. This is the only time you're going to hear me rant about this. So I'm going to be blunt. I need to take a detour for this just in case anyone wants to know. I hate Power Rangers Super Mega Force with a super mega passion. Here's the thing. I hated Super Mega Force. I also hated Mega Force just as well. And thing is, I don't blame the actors. No way, no how. The actors tried with what they were given. And I think they're a bit a bit cool on that, because I've seen photos of Power Morphicon. Seeing Andrew Gray alongside the actor who played Gokai Red together means that there's no hard feelings. The only person that I blame is Jonathan Zacher, who tried to play it safe. Not to mention he had no one to rein those ideas in. And it's stuff like that was the reason why I stopped watching Power Rangers for 4 years. Because after Super Mega Force, I thought that Power Rangers wouldn't recover. They wouldn't at all. And that alone just made me want to swear off Power Rangers. Until the next friend of mine brought me back with Beast Morphers. And to be fair, I'm kind of indebted to him for it. Back on topic. Green would end up showing Blue as well as Master Red the error of their judgment. It's insane. But before that, Blue was ready to crystallize Green. But Green used her powers to send the Rangers away because their work wasn't done. And it was done in the same way how it happened in the legendary battle, where the Rangers disappeared as beings of light. It's insane. Oh yeah, this episode marks a double whammy debut. The Dino Master Saber. And yes, it's basically the Dino Fury Saber but draped in gold. And Aeon uses it to gain the Dino Master Armor. Yes, every Ranger is going to be having that. It's sleek, it's awesome, and it's also incredible. I love it. And I know we're going to be seeing that for the rest of the season because the Rangers need all the strength they can muster. This whole episode was action-packed all throughout, and it was nuts. I also like that it's 1 part clip show and 1 part action frenzy. Although the clip show was needed in order to get the plot moving along. Although the whole thing, like I said, with Master Green being responsible for many events in Ranger history, kind of became a meme. Now I'm beginning to wonder if Master Green was responsible for some Sentai adaptations not having their own Ranger teams. I had to get into this, trust me. I had to get into the whole meme thing. For as much as I did enjoy it, I have but one negative. And it's basically the ending and how the Rangers took down Lord Zedd. Thing is, Zedd's unstoppable. The Rangers couldn't even beat him even if they tried. Zedd put an energy field and he was ready to complete his plan. So Master Green decides to follow the self-sacrifice trope with the help of Ion. Yeah, being able to sacrifice herself to stop Zedd and destroy the Sporix machine. It's what happened afterwards where they took that whole self-sacrifice thing that meant something and made it felt lacking. Blue and Red show up and even they realize that what they did was wrong. The rule they made was also wrong. So Master Red uses his powers to free Master Green. It's my only negative out of all this, because it would have been nice to see a Morphin Master lay their life on the line to save the world, even though they know what they did was wrong. What they did was wrong. But in their mind, what Master Green did the right thing, did what was necessary when all hope was lost. To quote Pandora from God of War 3, hope is what makes us strong. It is why we are here. It's what we fight with when all else is lost. And in the case of this, that's exactly what Master Green did. And I would have been happy with that. But no, they had to free Master Green because they realized they were wrong and yada, yada, yada. It felt unnecessary. It felt like all that was thrown out the window. Not to mention, we never get to see Zedd ever again. He was hyped up for some reason, and I have to wonder what was going on behind the scenes. That Zedd couldn't be defeated and they decided to do this. To be fair, Zedd's all powerful, and even if they tried, they can't. So they were left with little options. Regardless of which, it's a great episode. You know what? Screw it. It's an excellent episode. Negatives aside. But because of the crystallization that happened, and yes, this happened twice, I have to wonder if the 3rd season, Cosmic Fury, is hinting to have an adaptation of Kira Major. Honestly, I want an adaptation of Q Ranger. Even Lupat. Yes, seriously, I'm still going with this. My final verdict, my rating is a 9.5. I would have made it a perfect 10 had it not been for that ending. But I think I kind of understand why they did that. Besides, there's only 7 episodes left. And the real crux of it all hasn't even begun. I really am looking forward to seeing how the rest of Dino Fury Season 2 will bring. And if it's going to lead to something interesting with Season 3, only time will tell. But yeah, overall, it's an excellent episode and I highly recommend it. Believe me, I do. So yeah, that's it. If you've seen it, let me know what you think. I look forward to hearing it. Though it's better you watch this review after you see the Cosmic Dino Fury Season 2 on Netflix when it comes out on the 29th. There's only 2 weeks, so bear with us just a little bit more. So yeah, that's it. If you enjoy it, please be sure to hit the like button. It means a lot. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and click the bell to help this channel grow. Not to mention the watch time. I want it to improve. Currently, for the month of September, it's at 21.9%, and I want to keep it up. So if you have it in your heart, please consider subscribing. It means a lot. So yeah, that's it. I'm done. This is Mega Man NG signing off. Peace out. Ryu's so cool.